I gotta be quiet. So if I'm too quiet, um, this will never get edited, so I won't know if you can actually. I guess you can hear me. Maybe you can hear me. So it's Thanksgiving night, I guess. Uh, just put my baby to sleep. Hopefully she stays asleep. If she doesn't, I'll have to cut this short. There might be some sound from my family talking, but that's the way it goes. So just finished 12 hours on the med surge. I have to say, I'm really glad I've been able to experience med surge. Been doing now med surge floor for 6 months, and I absolutely love this med surge floor. I've had like these, every time I guess every time you go into a new environment, you have to adjust to it, and I feel like I'm adjusting well. Um, and you may not be able to see me for a few minutes because this it doesn't matter. So I feel like I'm adjusting well to it. We get a lot of um, really sick patients actually on this floor. Hold on one second, sorry. And I really like taking care of the patient population. Maybe I've said that in other videos. I probably have because I enjoy it. I'm liking it a lot. And what I like is that our surgical med surge gets all of the ICU patients that we bring back to life. So I get my patient that was in the ICU who was a victim of a gunshot wound, or was the victim of a hit and run or a motorcycle versus ped. We get a lot of motors. I've had like 3 or 4 motorcycles versus peds that I've had where they get hit by a motorcycle on the sidewalk or hit by a car. We get auto versus peds a lot. A lot of guys, people getting hit by freaking cars, dude, at night, and where I'm at. And a lot of people getting shot, and a lot of people getting stabbed. So many kids get freaking stabbed, dude. It's ridiculous where I'm at. I have so many people get or shot. Oh, but I get what's nice about this med surg unit I'm on. I get the patients that make it from the ICU, right? From the trauma bay to OR to ICU. Hey, we brought them back to life. Then they come to me, and we get to literally pick the pieces up, and it's such an honor to be able to take care of people. I think um, in that state where they're, you know, not ICU sick, right? They're not stable anymore. They're extubated, but they're still sick. So like our med surge floor, you can have a heavy med surge patient on our floor. I mean, we're talking, if they're holding the pressure, and their heart rate's able to be, even if the heart rate's not able to be maintained, so that's semi unstable, right? If the heart rate's not able to come down, right, we can't replace the fluids accurately or whatever, depending on what the issue is, labs or whatever. We'll get a patient with, for instance, they might have a JG, right? JG tube with a feed to the J and a suction to the G for bowel rest, and an NG on up to suction intermittently. And you can get an order for NG to gravity for 4 hours with 30 minutes suction in between. And that's an order you got to run. Plus continuous suction to the G and continuous tubing at 75 mils per hour to the J. And you might have a JP hanging out the other side. And if it's a lap, maybe X lap with a VAC. So you have X lap with a VAC, right upper quadrant with a JP, left upper quadrant, epigastric JG. Are you following me? And an NG. And you might even have them cathed, right, with a Foley. And if they develop a hospital-acquired infection like C. diff, you might have uh, a BMS. So let's see if I can throw all those letters out. So you got NG, JP, uh, JG, VAC, Foley, and then you have your BMS. I don't know how many letters that is, but that would be like, that would be a pretty plus there. Let's say, yeah. So plus they're on bed rest. Of course, they're not getting up, so they're total care, right? That's a heavy patient, dude. That's a very common patient we can have there. Very common to have that come in. And it's amazing, dude. It's so special because we can bring them back to life. I mean, these patients we can bring back to life. So it's pretty cool. I really, really enjoy it. And I think all the more so, I'm going to enjoy the ICU there as well. I feel like I enjoy both. If they don't, okay, so I'm going to shoot for this ICU. I'm going to try and apply and maybe I'll get hired there. And I'd love to work in the ICU. But I could see myself taking care of these patients. 4 patients is a lot though. That's why I like the ICU because it's one patient. I guess it's a little, not that it's easier. You just got one GI tract to work with, right? So you're not working with 4 or 5 GI tracts, right? Not that as a nurse you're really dealing with that, because honestly, I guess. Oh, we got someone here. Hey, Mark. I'm on YouTube Live right now, just so you know. I'm YouTube living. Nobody's watching this. Don't worry. So I guess I could see myself working on this med-surg floor too, actually. Surprisingly, it's kind of fun. I like vacs. I really like wound vacs. And surgical patients are really hard to deal with. A lot of pain issues. A lot of pain issues. A lot of total care issues. A lot of fluid volume and infection risk, fluid volume deficits, and infection risk. So you have to be really, I mean, it can be heavy, these patients, even if they're stable. I think the more stable they are, the heavier it gets because they require more. Like when your patient's intubated on a vent and you can sedate him, he's not able to call you. So if he's awake and he's thirsty, or if he's awake and he has, he knows that he just went to the bathroom, or he knows that he's thirsty, or I said that, or he wants to change the channel, or whatever, you name it. If he's awake, he's going to need to communicate with you, right? I'm back. So I said, I guess I was talking, if he's intubated, he's communicating with you by a Riker score or a CAM ICU score or a RAS score, right? So there's like a Richardson's agitation severity scale. The RAS is the Richardson's, I think, agitation scale, something like that. And then you have a CAM ICU, which is I don't remember what CAM stands for. And then there's a Riker score. They all score your sedation, basically, like how sedated is your patient. And so you basically are communicating by, are they trying to rip their tube out or not right now? So you communicate with them. You're concerned more of hemodynamics, and a ventilator and oxygenation, ventilation, quality, and chemistry, right? So you're really not. I mean, once you wake them up and you extubate them, yeah, you're going to be starting to communicate more. But it's just in that, I guess, that intensive care setting. A lot of times your patients aren't talking to you, so it's definitely different. And I like talking to my patients. So I don't know what I'm going through. I guess I'm just trying to process what I should do because I know I really want the skills of the ICU. But I really enjoy patients, talking to patients, being with patients, taking, helping them where they're aware of me helping them because they're so appreciative, Can't tell you how many patients are so appreciative. They're always saying such nice things. Some people talk about how nurses don't get the gratitude, that they deserve, quote unquote, or whatever, I feel like my patients every shift are so thankful for me. And they tell it to me, right? and they see the sweetest things. So, if my patients are saying such sweet things, they can't be intubated if they're going to say sweet things, right? They got to be, around to know you. They have to be able to you have to be part of, have impact on their consciousness. For them to be, I don't know, not that, I don't know. I guess this is a little esoteric. You know what I mean? A little metaphysical, I guess. But that's my thought, I guess. What's up? I'm just so you know, I'm YouTubing live. I'm talking on my YouTube live.
You are?
Yeah, talking to myself. Talking to myself.
Wow.
There's nobody on. I'm just talking to myself.
I think you can still see it.
Yeah, if someone pops on it, it'll show me, but there's no one on. No one it's happened twice where someone actually popped on.
Yeah.
And was talking to me.
Yeah, they ask you questions or something.
Yeah, it was cool. It was great. We had a great conversation.
Dude, you should make an Instagram for.
No, dude, I'm trying
to. Stuff.
No, I'm not trying to get. I don't want people to know about it.
Why?
Because it's weird. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to be recognized.
I don't have to put your face or anything.
What?
Well, I guess yeah.
I'm not. It's.
You can just put.
I'm not. It's not a popularity contest. I'm not trying to get known. You know what I mean?
You can reach out to people, dude. Honestly, so many people.
I know, but I'm not looking to do that.
You don't want to change anyone's lives.
It's not that I want to change anyone's life. It has nothing to do with changing people's lives. It has to do with being a public figure. I don't know.
I'm not gonna be a public figure.
Well, it is what it is, dude. I don't know. I'm not trying to win a popularity contest. You know what I mean?
It's okay. I guess you're thinking about it completely the wrong
way.
Because
the thing is, I'm doing this not because I'm trying to talk to people. I'm just trying to process my experience and just trying to document it in
I'm
a
sure
place.
People would love to hear it.
I don't know if people want to hear it, but it doesn't matter, dude. It doesn't matter if people want to hear it. Why does that matter?
I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe they're curious.
Yeah, maybe. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. Wait, hold on a second. No, wait, I don't want to do this. Thank you. Alright, well. I guess this is the end of the road for the nursing program. I took my final yesterday. And we're pretty much done. I got 2 more shifts. I got to do really good on these 2 shifts. I'd like to do really good. I'd like to improve from where I'm at. You know what I mean? I think that's one of the goals. As a nursing student, make every day you're working in the clinical an opportunity to learn, I guess, and make your skills better, make yourself better in something, right? In your overall capacity to handle, I don't know, I guess it just depends on what your goals are. If your goals are to handle critical patients, that's one of the things is, I can pretty much, I feel pretty good with, you give me one really, really sick, unstable patient. I can definitely take care of 1 really sick, unstable patient. 2 really sick, unstable patients, I'm going to need some help. Definitely gonna need some help with 2 really sick, unstable patients. I'm not there. I wish I was. I'm going to be there. I will be there one day. At this moment, I don't know if I could say that I am. But I think I have the capacity to learn it. So I just have to be patient because there's no substitute for experience. That's really what it is. Another thing about being a new grad, there's no substitute for experience. You can't get experience by reading a book. You can't get experience by watching a YouTube video. You get experience by starting the IV and freaking tamponading so no blood comes out, right? Holding it down, using a chuck, having your same system every single time, being cognizant of the labs you want to draw for the patient you're having, right? If we're thinking sepsis, get a lactate and put it on ice. If we're thinking anemia, get a pink top and get a blood band on that patient because we might be running blood, right? And your order for your tubes, and just have it ready, boom, 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 every single time. And I think that's just one little thing, right? But you can't learn that really without doing it. And you have to do it over and 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 get really good at it. And of course, it's just 2 steps forward, 1 step back kind of thing. But you can't do that in a book, unfortunately. And that's the sad part about nursing school. There's a lot of book stuff and not a lot of doing stuff. And this last 7 shifts has been a lot of doing stuff, which is great. And hopefully when we start the new grad thing, hey, now I'm a nurse, now I get to really start doing the stuff. But it takes a long time. That's what I'm learning, you know. I just need more experience. So that's what I'm learning. I got a 90 out of 100 on my test.
Sweet.
Yeah, in the final. So it gives me like a 92 in the class. So that's good. And I still could get a 2% increase. I might get up to a 94. I think I can get up to a 93 or 94.
You turn it off.
What? Turn this off?
Yeah.
You want to turn this off?
Yeah, turn it off.
Why? All right. You want to talk about
Hang
stuff?
out. Yeah.
All right. This is where I end it. That's it.